Yo, what's up, man?
Great game.
Huddle up, gentlemen. Great win last night. Don't expect our road to get any easier, though. We need to stay focused today so that we can go out there and keep this positive streak going. We have got to do a better job at getting the ball out in transition. We're leaving easy points on the table. All right, let's go.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh? Yo, look at the clock. Push it, court. Yo, look at the clock. Yo, watch him. Check the clock. Hey, yo, look at the clock. Hey, yo, right here. Oh, what court? Don't forget the clock. Clock. Hurry. Don't forget the clock.
That's what we need right there. Nice work. All right, let's move on.
Hey, he can ball, huh?
Okay, let's move on to the next drill.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Come on, stay there.
That's what we need right there. Nice work. All right, let's move on.
Keep it going.
Nice work, fellas. Try to stay a while and get some additional reps in.
I'm Candace Parker, and you're watching 2K TV.
On 2K TV this week, WNBA icon from the LA Sparks, Candace Parker. The Neighborhood Scout is back to tip off new neighborhood events. We're going behind the scenes of the My Career story.
The beaches of Santa Monica and Venice, not too far from our settings. And let's go. Well, winning a big part of it, David. Thank you. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Monk and Batum, the wing. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Rozier in at the point guard position. And different, Clark, from where you finish. As a team, what do you do to continue to improve as the season goes on?
I think it's a combination of little things and guys getting more familiar and more accepting of their roles. But I think it's always attention to detail, Kevin. That's really where teams make the most improvement, not forgetting the little things on a daily basis, the habits that produce winning over time.
The shot by Monk is no good. Lakers leading by 3. Passes it to Clutch. Here's Kuzma. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. Rozier with the ball. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota. He feeds it to Zeller. Back to Rozier. Just 5 on the clock. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Here's Monk. The kick out to Rozier. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And let's take a look at Kyle Kuzma's numbers. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And really for him, it's about putting in the work and improving his game.
Yeah, and I think he wants to. It's one of those things where you either want it or you don't, and he does.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Davis. Howard comes in for LeBron. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Rajon Rondo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Caldwell-Pope.
You know, what I love about Bridges is just the all-around game. He scores, rebounds, passes, and defends well, too. Just an exciting young prospect.
And that one misses. Well, it doesn't matter where you place him in the lineup, Clark. Miles Bridges is going to make some plays.
Well, I love his rugged quality he has, guys. I mean, he can guard anybody at the 3 or 4 spot. Doesn't mind going up against guys that are bigger. Everybody knows about his athletic ability and dunking it. But he's got more in his package than that.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Cousins, the pass to Clutch. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And even though he was undrafted, I'm not surprised to see Che end up on an NBA team. You knew the talent was there, and Che put in the time to crack an NBA roster.
You know, Greg, I honestly was shocked that no team took a chance on Che in the second round. A lot of front offices might be wanting a do-over if Che ends up sticking with this team. Here's Bacon. He's guarded by Caldwell-Pope. Monk for 3. And again, the Hornets missing. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, with LeBron coming to L.A., the Lakers trying to speed up their timeline. I mean, the roster never quite got gelled. The end result, LeBron's first time outside the playoffs since 2005, which was his second season as a pro. That's a remarkable run.
Charlotte making a switch here. Batum's checked in. Now the pass to Zeller. Here's Bacon. He's guarded by Howard. Bacon's shot is off. And when you look back on LeBron's first year in Los Angeles, Clark, how would you rate it?
Well, I think a mild disappointment, but remember now, before he got hurt, they were 4 or 5 games above 500, but the injuries, some other drama, really changes in the front office, instability led to a disappointing and frustrating season.
And Zeller kicks to Bridges. Outside, Batum. Pulls up on the elbow. Count the basket.
And Batum extremely comfortable making things happen with the ball in his hands.
Lakers leading by 10. Pass to Cousins. Zeller grabs the board.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
You just can't teach that size. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders, just a tremendous rebounder for a wing.
Cousins, the pass to Clutch. That shot is off. Great D that time from Batum. Bridges against Caldwell-Pope. Bridges shot, good. Bridges has got his second basket.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Pass to Cousins. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Now here's Batum. Pass to Bacon. Now here's Bridges. The pass to Batum. Shoots. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Batum is a reliable shooter from that spot. Got to get right up on him or you pay the price.
Here's Clutch. Williams with the steal. Howard against Batum. Goes up at the stripe. Rebounded by Howard.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Dwight Howard. Hernan Gomez is checked in for the Hornets.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
1:09 left in the first. Outside, Batum. Pass to Bridges. For the three. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Just a proven threat from beyond, and Bridges has a good feel for when to fire him from there.
Clutch the pass to Cousins. And the layup's good off the glass.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Hornets trail by 7. Pass to Bacon. Now, here's Bridges, guarded by Bradley. From about 19 feet, Bridges misses.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. 4 on the clock. Here's Batum. Second chance shot, and Hernan Gomez finishes it off.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We've got more NBA basketball coming.
I play 2K all the time. Seriously, when I'm playing the game, I'm putting certain lineups.
Always experimenting, always keeping his mind engaged, Greg, with basketball.
And that's who Bron is. He lives, breathes, and eats basketball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Boy, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to get out in passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Bridges and Williams holding down those forward positions. Batum is out there with Bacon, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the center, filling out the middle. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Batum with the ball, now guarded by Clutch, and there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his first foul. Charlotte making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. A 3-ball. Good. And the nice assist for Williams. Rozier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Lakers leading by 6. Bradley kicks to Murray. McGee against Hernan Gomez. And here's McGee. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Hornets trail by 8. Here's Rozier. into the paint. There's Bacon. Avery Bradley pulls it in.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds. But that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart. Make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, DeMarcus Cousins suffered an Achilles injury, and it was a major setback for him, but it was also an eye-opener. Cousins said, any given day could be your last day playing, and all the celebrity, all the fame ends. My love for the game has grown, but at the same time, I want to be more than just a basketball player. And Kevin, challenges can put anything into perspective.
Thank you, D.A. Rondo against Rozier to the left side wing. Here's Clutch. Off target at the rim.
You know, that's not a great matchup, guys. He forced it against outstanding defense.
Passes it to Bridges. Here's Bacon. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And some changes here for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma. .55 seconds left in the first half. Now Batum. He's got 6. And there's the pass to Williams. Outside Batum. 2 on the clock. Bridges for 3. And that one is off. And the Lakers take it the other way.
You know, after making 1 3 in the first quarter, he's had none here so far in the second.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
17 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Bacon. Pass to Bridges. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Bridges has got 11 points.
Adept at maintaining his balance on the way up. Bridges, a strong player who can play through contact.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question. Los Angeles with some changes. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green. And it's Clutch in for Rajon Rondo. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Biyombo. Zeller comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Bacon subbed in for Malik Monk. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Clutch. And it's Howard in at the 5. That's the Laker 5. And Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Bacon the pass to Bridges. Here's Rozier. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. 10 points for him. LA has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Doubled by Bridges. Now here's Howard. Caldwell Pope outside. Shoots over Bridges. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Bridges against Caldwell Pope.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
There are not many better on the offensive glass than Howard. He's a flat-out beast, especially if you don't box him out.
Bacon the pass to Rozier. Hernangomez with the ball. Bridges for 3. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Hernangomez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. James against Bridges. To the left wing. Here's Bacon. Zeller trying to free himself up, and the shot is long.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Davis. Murray comes in for LeBron. And it's Avery Bradley in for Caldwell Pope. And it's good for 2. Bacon's got 5 now.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Murray outside. Passes to Clutch. Howard in the post. He's against Zeller. Howard, the pass to Clutch. Cousins with it. Murray outside. Shoots over Bridges. Tries yet again. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Bacon the pass to Graham. From outside the arc, it's good from long range.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
And it's Bradley with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Poke loose and stolen by Graham. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Bridges, no one around him. And another 3 for Charlotte.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third. To the wing on the left. Here's Clutch. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
Well, Che got onto the floor for the first time last game. Coach clearly liked what he saw, enough to send Che out here for another go. Can't argue with him the way Che has played.
Nope, not at all. With the way Che came in and immediately able to leave his mark on the game, it would have been hard not to give him another run out there tonight. Shot by Zeller, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Shot clock at 6. Howard. Another shot. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Howard's got 6.
So hard to corral Howard. I mean, even when you try to rough him up and get physical with him, he still just is able to play through it.
And here is Graham. Bridges for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Bridges has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Hornets. Outside Bradley. And it's Cousins with a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul, team's first.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. We come back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Hornets. They've got Martin. Washington out there with Marvin Williams. And it's Bacon in at the 2-guard spot. Murray outside. 6 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Here's Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 8 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
And Cousins imposing inside, but let's face it, he can score from anywhere.
Now Graham, and there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him. Charlotte franchise has been stuck in the middle for so long with Kemba Walker leaving this summer in free agency. Greg, is it time for them to hit the reset button?
A rebuild does seem in order. I'm not sure they have the stomach for it, but they need to tear it down to the studs and start over.
You know, guys, in his rookie season, Kyle Kuzma shot over 36% from long range. Last season, that number was at 30%. Interesting to see which way that goes going forward.
The feed now to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Clark, at the University of Utah over 3 seasons, Kuzma never shot better than 32% from long distance.
Yeah, you know, some reasonably doubt whether his rookie season mark will be sustainable, but he's got the confidence level offensively and work ethic. I'd bet on him to get those percentages back up for sure.
Out left to the wing. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Rozier up top. From deep. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team, and it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime. Lakers shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. The pass to Clutch to the wing right side. Murray right side. Up top, Kuzma. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Graham. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Clutch. 1:37 left in the 4th quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And the Lakers last season going against the grain to surround LeBron James with playmakers, not shooters. And many criticized that move.
And, you know, guys, you look at it, LeBron is at his very best with the ball in his hands, which means he needs room to attack the lane. It's clear that a course correction was needed.
Dwight Howard's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. The Hornets also changing it up. Hernangomez comes in for Zeller. And Bacon subbed in for Malik Monk. And he makes that one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Kyle Kuzma.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Here's Caruso. That shot off, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. Graham, the pass to Martin. Here's Bacon. Here's Washington. And it's off the back rim, no good.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's Caruso. No good on the shot. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going.
That'll do it, folks. Clark Kellogg and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
Hey, great win, fellas, great win. Good game, good game. Hey, let me get that shoe. Let me get that shoe for my kid. Come on, man, let me get a picture. Hey, over here. Hey, yeah, over here, over here.
Nice little win streak for Che and company here, which makes this all